Hey y'all, what is going on? It's Athena Amoeba. Wednesday and Thursday, I was starting to feel kind of down on myself because I had gained so much weight and I was just like focusing on that, letting that get to me. And it's so interesting that I chose Trisha Paytas to be the person that I try to embody this month, because I watched her vlog from this morning and she's saying the same thing. It's so funny. She was like, I'm so uncomfortable in my own skin. I gained so much weight. I gained 15 pounds in like the last month. I'm like, girl, we are in the same boat. So it's just so funny that I chose her for this month and we're totally in the same boat. And she's like, I gotta start a diet. I gotta start a diet too. And the crazy thing is that my mom, she recently got surgery and she had blood clots form. Thankfully she was okay. My God, that was so scary. But yeah, thankfully she was okay, but she had to get on blood thinners and then she had to see what was up with her blood. And I guess she has some mutations in her blood that me and my sister more than likely have. And one of the side effects is extreme fatigue. And I'm like, fucking shit, story of my life. Like, I feel like I could sleep my fucking life away and I feel like I'm always tired. And apparently we have to eat certain foods to compensate for this vitamin that our bodies have a hard time creating themselves. And she sent me the list of food that we have to eat, the list of foods, and like, I eat none of this stuff. The list is like broccoli, asparagus, oranges, avocados. I do eat avocados, but it's not like daily, and you probably have to eat this stuff daily. Romaine lettuce, raw spinach, mangoes, and beans, like any kind of legume, beans, lentils. And I don't really eat that stuff regularly. None of that on that list. I don't eat it regularly. So if I am lacking this vitamin, or if my body does have a hard time turning folate, F-O-L-A-T-E, is the thing that my body has a hard time, probably has a hard time creating, and it usually is created when you eat folic acid. It turns into folate, but some people, for whatever reason, it doesn't do that, so you have a folate deficiency, which can make you really tired. And so these specific foods that I listed have folate in it, so it doesn't have to break down into folate, it just already has it. So I'm like, fuck, I don't eat any of these things. And if this is for real, like my mom has it for real, there's like a really high chance that both me and my sister have it for real. And if I do, I'm like, dude, this explains so much. Like, I'm always tired. But in any case, me focusing on eating these foods at every meal, I think will help me to be healthier, help me to not eat junk, which regardless of what's going on will probably make me less tired. I know it's like common sense. It's like, why do you do this to yourself? I don't know. Honestly, I probably have a food addiction. I literally have looked up Overeaters Anonymous meetings over the last week. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with me? I literally feel like what's his face from Stranger Things when he keeps asking Eleven, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, that's how I feel like to myself. You know, I'll be like, I gotta do better, and then I get home and it's just like all that goes out the window, and I'm like literally like, I tell myself, no, don't do this, and I just, it's like almost like I can't stop myself, and in my head I'm just screaming, what's wrong with you? But I'm just doing it anyway. So, you know, I don't know. I'm excited to get back on track. I'm excited to edit videos today and post again, because yeah, those few days that I was feeling down on myself, I like didn't even want to watch myself edit my own videos. It's almost like I was sick of myself, you know what I mean? I know, like, I've heard other vloggers say that too, but I guess it's just the name of the game. I guess it's just a part of that too that I have to get over. But because I wasn't feeling good about myself already, I was like, oh, God, I don't want to edit myself. I don't want to, you know, I don't edit videos of myself. I was just like over it, tired of myself. I gotta stop rambling and get to driving so I can make that money for the next 5 hours. So, see y'all later. I literally almost peed on myself. I almost peed on myself. Oh my God. I don't think I ever got this close to peeing on myself. Thank God I didn't. Thank God I almost did. Oh. Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Athena Amoeba, and doing the thing out here driving. It's Sunday. It is March 11th, and I feel like this month is freaking flying by. I've been thinking about a lot of things. I've been thinking about how much I've been beating up on myself lately. I've been thinking about how far behind I am in life on so many things, and how I've felt like such a failure for a really long time, and how that's created a vicious cycle, self-fulfilling prophecy, all that stuff. But I will say, I'm starting to kind of come out of that and realize, like, I have the rest of my life ahead of me. You know what I mean? I have the rest of my life ahead of me, and I can start building what I want tomorrow, today, and that's what I've been doing. Even though I've been hard on myself, even though I definitely have a long way to go and a lot more work to do on myself, I've been changing the way that I think. It's happening. I've been changing some of my behaviors. I still have a lot more that I need to change, but I've been changing some, and I'm working to get myself out of debt. That's going to make a huge difference in the long run, and I'm going to be in such a much better place. And I just have to start thinking strategically. I have to start thinking, okay, where do I want to be 10 years from now? Like, for real. For real. Not where do I think I can be. Where do I want to be? And what do I have to start doing now to get myself there later? Like, I've just been so wrapped up in feeling like a failure for a long time and feeling like it's over for me that I haven't been focusing on creating my compelling future. And when I have focused on that, I've wanted too much too soon. Like, I haven't really honored the fact that it's going to be a process and it's going to take time, and getting out of debt is part of that, and changing the way that I think is part of that, and really taking the time to focus on gaining skills and experience is part of that, right? So I'm just thinking about that today, and I feel good. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I can focus on anything. I can figure out what I need to learn and learn it. I can figure out what experience I need to gain and get it in order to do the things that I want to do by the time I'm like 40, let's say, because I'm about to be 30 in like a year and a half. So 10 years down the line, let's say 40. What do I want to experience in my life by then? And when I think about it, I've experienced a lot. And I don't really have any regrets anymore. I go back and forth between having regrets and wishing I had done things differently, wishing I had been a different person. But I think I'm starting to become the person that I would like to be. And even though I look back on certain events in my life and certain times in my life, and I really regret the way that I was, the way that I behaved, the way that I thought, the way that I treated people, I can't go back and change it. I can just become a better person. I can just become a person that I want to be. And I know better now. You know what I mean? Like, back then I didn't know any better. I just was the way that I was kind of like taught to be, the way that I was formed to be through experience. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of coming to some sort of clarity, and it feels really good. Good to know, like, because I kind of identify the place that I'm at in my life as a slump. It's not really a slump. It's just a piece of the trail. It's a piece of the path that I have to get through to go to where I want to be. However, I will say, if I don't start focusing on creating like compelling future soon, I might never get there. So I realized that today, like, okay, I need to do what I used to do and start like having visioning sessions and focus on what I want so that I can get there, So I'm excited to do that and start focusing on that again, and that's what I'm thinking about, and that's where I'm at today. Alright, it's Sunday, 8 p.m. Just stopped to pee at Whole Foods, of course. But, now I'm getting ready to drive. But before I continue on, I just wanted to speak to two things on my mind really quick. One, walking through Whole Foods, really practicing not making eye contact with people. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I do have social anxiety. And part of that is like just not knowing how to interact on the daily, life, and like maybe like being nervous about, do I make eye contact with people, do I not make eye contact with people, when I make eye contact with them, how much is too much, how little is too little, do I nod my head, do I have to nod my head at like every fucking person that I pass? And the answer is no. No, you don't. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. So, that being said, I'm freeing myself from this ridiculous notion that I have to acknowledge every single person that I pass. I'm freeing myself from that idea, and I'm starting to not look at anybody. It's an intentional practice. And let me tell you, it feels fucking amazing. It feels fucking amazing. Because I'm the type of person that I feel like I have to notice everyone around me, otherwise it's rude. Otherwise I'm being rude and like not honoring their existence or something. And it's like, no, nobody wants you to notice them. Nobody wants you to fucking look at them, probably. You know? And I felt like, you know, you have to look at people, you have to smile at people, you have to acknowledge people and their presence and all that. And I'm like, really? Do I have to? They probably don't want me to, so why do I feel that I have to? So I just realized that I can free myself from this ridiculous notion. It'll probably free me from a lot of social anxiety. And, yeah, I can just ignore the shit out of everybody. And I don't even have to look at the floor. I can, like, just pick a spot and just look ahead and just fucking not look at anyone. And you know how much of my energy is consumed by focusing on / worrying about every single person that's around me and in my space in close proximity to me? And worrying about if I'm interacting with them correctly? Yo, who gives a fuck? Just block out and go about your business. That is what I'm gonna do. And I feel like that will help me be more confident, because if I'm not in everyone else's energy space, they won't be in mine either. And it's probably just going to be better for everyone. So that was a revelation. I'm practicing it and it feels fucking amazing. So I just had to comment on that. The second thing is, I just got out without a sweater and it feels so good outside. It smells like popcorn outside. I felt like, oh my god, I'm on vacation right now. Like, I live in the place that people go to for vacation, man. This is so awesome. Every day can be a vacation. I just have to go outside and feel the breeze. The California breeze. You know? When I was 12, that's what I wanted. When I was 12, I wanted to live in California so bad. Probably more like ages 10 to 15. And I really wanted to live in California. And now I do. So, living the dream, bitch. Living my 12-year-old dream. And that also feels fucking awesome. So I'm gonna go live the dream, drive the fuck around this bitch that people come to vacation in, and roll around with the windows down until I get a ride. It is amazing. So yeah, today's Sunday, y'all. This is where I'm at today. The roller coasters of our lives. Sending y'all much love.